Hi, my name is Pete Sadler. I'm head of software at Midas, and here we have the DeepMind 12 today. And hello to everybody at Gearslutz.com. So here we have the DeepMind. It's a Juno 106 inspired synth. We have two oscillators here, DCO1 and a sub, a filter, a little important thing there, a high pass filter, an envelope. So we've got three envelopes, VCF, VCA and an auxiliary envelope that can be assigned to pretty much anything. And an interesting part of it is the fact we've got a curve button, so each stage of the envelope can also have a curve associated with it. So that's kind of not something we'd normally see on a VSC or something like that. Two LFOs with a delay on each LFO. They can be pushed into the audio rate, and if you key sync as well, you can get a relatively reasonable range into the audio rate, a little bit higher than the specified that's on the LCD, which is normally about 60 Hertz. It goes into about 1K. There's a control sequencer and an Arpeggiator, a chord like the original Juno, and a polychord button which allows you to assign different chords, so you've got a bank of chords. If you're not a keyboard player, that's quite a great thing to have. What else have we got? Unison detune here, which is great, which is like, I mean, a really accessible parameter there, which is really, really good. Obviously up to Unison 12, we've got a restricted Poly 6 and Poly 8 mode as well, which allow you to recreate some of those original restricted notes from that era, from the 80s. Somebody requested that and we added that. Things like Unison detune, and we've got a param drift as well, which I'll go in here. We've got DCO drift, param drift and drift rate. All these are also modulation destinators as well. So you can get some really analog-esque things going on there, which are really, really interesting. Which is probably another thing to mention here, which is the mod matrix. We've got 8 mod buses, about 130 something destinations.
Oh, nice.
I think it was like a last time I counted. Completely signable, yeah. Including the modulation depth is a mod destination as well. So you can end up with some really wacky stuff going on. So earlier today we had somebody doing something really weird I've never heard before. Really pushing the boundaries, which is like fascinating for us. Envelopes as well, something to mention, loop mode, they can trigger from MIDI clock and LFOs as well. I haven't even touched on the effects yet, which is really, really interesting. Effects engine, we've got 4 effect slots, and if you go to, I'm doing it upside down, if you go to the number of combinations, so we've got, you can have series, sort of parallel, quite a few different slot combinations there, including a very interesting one there, my favourite, which is the Shimmer. So you get a pitch shift and a reverb. You can end up with some really, really, really interesting effects there. So those are kind of the basics, really. That's it. Thank you very, very much for listening.